Jadon Sancho's imminent departure from Manchester United to Juventus is set to be one of the most significant moves in the club's ongoing summer overhaul. The 25-year-old winger, once hailed as a marquee signing, finds himself out of favor at Old Trafford after a mixed spell on loan at Chelsea and limited opportunities under Ruben Amorim. Sancho's transfer saga has illuminated not only the player's uncertain standing at United but also the complexities facing the club as it restructures its squad following major investment in new talent. Sancho's loan to Chelsea last season was a story of highs and lows. While early performances prompted praise, including from pundits like Ian Wright, Chelsea opted against making the loan permanent, instead choosing to pay a £5 million penalty to avoid triggering a transfer obligation. This decision left Sancho back at Manchester United in a familiar yet unwelcome position, still on United's books but unwanted in Amorim's plans. Alongside 4 other players labeled as outcasts by the current regime, Sancho was handed additional leave to avoid awkward reunions at the club's training ground, highlighting the clear intention to facilitate their exits. The move to Juventus has emerged as Sancho's most promising option. Italian media outlets, notably Il Corriere dello Sport and Tuttosport, have detailed ongoing negotiations involving Manchester United, Sancho's agents, and Juventus. The Serie A giants, backed by INOS, are keen to finalize a deal, and according to reports, Manchester United have already made concessions crucial to facilitating the transfer. One key issue holding back the deal has been Sancho's substantial wages, reported to be around £250,000 per week at United, which are difficult for Juventus to meet under their current financial constraints. To overcome this hurdle, Manchester United are reportedly ready to offer Sancho a severance package, compensating him for the significant pay cut he would take by moving to Juventus. This financial assistance from United appears to be the important assist that Italian media have referenced as a turning point towards a completed transfer. The severance arrangement serves the interests of all parties. It allows Juventus to avoid shouldering Sancho's full current salary, provides Sancho a route out of a club where he is no longer wanted, and lets United free up substantial wage budget and squad space. The financial terms of the deal differ starkly from what United initially hoped to secure. While the club once aimed to recoup around £25 million for Sancho, his contract situation, set to expire in a year, and recent struggles mean that an upfront fee close to €10 million, plus around €5 million in bonuses, is now the realistic offer on the table. Juventus have thus far proposed around €15 million in total, significantly below United's original valuation. The reduced fee reflects United's urgency to offload Sancho and make room for new signings, including Matheus Cunha, whose £62.5 million arrival already strained the club's transfer budget. Other targets, like Bryan Mbeumo, also await, making the clearance of fringe players a priority. Sancho's willingness to agree personal terms with Juventus, including a reported 4-year deal worth over €5 million annually with club options for an additional year and further performance-based add-ons, has been critical to advancing the talks. These concessions from Sancho underscore his desire to resume regular football and rehabilitate his career at a prestigious club, even if it means a notably reduced salary and a step down in some aspects. For Juventus, securing a player of Sancho's quality at this price and wage level fits the club's dual aim of rebuilding their squad on a financially sustainable basis while competing in Serie A and European competitions. This transfer is also emblematic of Manchester United's broader squad overhaul under Ruben Amorim. Sancho is part of a group of players deemed surplus to requirements, with others such as Marcus Rashford, Antony, Alejandro Garnacho, and Tyrell Malacia all seeking exits during the current window. United are balancing the need to generate funds through these sales with the imperative of trimming a bloated wage bill. Players excluded from pre-season training and granted extended leave reflect the clear message from the club: make a move or fall further down the pecking order. The urgency around Sancho's departure is tied to United's ambitious recruitment plans. The club's purchases of Matheus Cunha and the likely acquisition of Bryan Mbeumo represent a new attacking direction. Amorim's preferred style demands mobile, hardworking, and tactically adaptable forwards, and while Sancho's talent is undeniable, his inconsistent performances and wage issues have made him incompatible with the future blueprint. Offloading him will free funds and enable United to pursue targets who better fit the manager's vision. Negotiations have not been without complication. Juventus initially struggled to meet Sancho's wage demands, causing early delays. Reports suggested that Juventus were reluctant to cover his full salary, prompting the need for United's severance offer. In addition, the fee negotiations have dragged, with Brentford's high valuations for some targets intensifying the financial balancing act. Nonetheless, recent reports indicate renewed optimism, with Juventus confident of an imminent breakthrough and both clubs having agreed on the principal deal structure. The financial losses that Manchester United face on Sancho are significant in pure accounting terms. The England international was signed from Borussia Dortmund in 2021 for a fee reported to be around £73 million. Accepting a fee of roughly 15 to 20 million euros now represents a considerable loss. However, the club's focus is less on recouping the original investment and more on clearing the wage bill and streamlining the squad. The Sancho saga also reveals the tough realities of managing high-profile footballers whose careers stall or fail to meet expectations. Despite flashes of brilliance, Sancho was unable to consistently influence games at United or on loan at Chelsea, leading to a rapid fall from grace. For the club, learning from this experience is crucial in their ongoing efforts to refine recruitment strategies, wage structures, and squad management. For fans, the pending transfer of Sancho to Juventus represents mixed emotions. On one hand, it signals the exit of a player who arguably did not fulfill his potential at a club desperate for attacking improvement. On the other hand, it reflects progress in resettings, especially as the club looks to build a more balanced, motivated, and coherent squad under Amorim. The sale of Sancho is part of a crucial transition period that could define United's performance for several seasons. In summary, Jadon Sancho's move to Juventus is much closer after Manchester United agreed to a key condition enabling the transfer, providing the player a severance package to offset his pay cut. While the fee is substantially lower than United's initial ask, the deal benefits all parties by enabling Sancho's departure, reducing United's wage burden, and facilitating the arrival of new recruits aligned with Ruben Amorim's vision. As this summer's transfer window unfolds, Sancho's transfer will stand as a significant marker of Manchester United's evolving squad strategy and competitive ambitions. Fans and pundits will keenly observe how the club reinvests and builds upon this transition to reclaim its status at the summit of world football.